Good afternoon, everyone. We're talking about now the 11th bracha of Shemona Esrei, and that is the bracha of Mishpat, of justice. And there's a lot to unpack in this bracha, really a lot, and there's a lot of questions that need exploration, but I'll just concentrate on one aspect of this bracha, and that is the aspect of Hashiva, Shofteinu, Kebaraishona, V'yatzenu Kivatchila, the first words of the bracha. Restore our judges as at first, and our counselors as at the beginning. So the question that I want to explore here is, what is going on with hearkening back to the good old days over here? Why isn't it enough just to ask for good judges? Why are we asking for a return to the model of the past? What does that mean? What is this what are we davening for here? What are we really asking of Hashem? So the answer really, if we look at the first time that the phrase tzedakah mishpat is used in the Torah is actually by Avram Avinu, and the Rabbi Shalom says, Ki yadativ, by Sedaim, Hashem says, am I going to hide anything from Avraham? Avram's going to end up being this great nation. So the pasuk says, "Ki yadativ l'man asher yitzav esbanav beis hayachrav v'shamru derech Hashem." He's going to watch the ways of Hashem. La'aseh tzedakah u'mishpat, to do tzedakah and mishpat. So that is the first time that this phrase of tzedakah and mishpat is being used. So this again, when Hashem decided to destroy Sodom, and he decided to first talk to Avram. The way of the Ribbono Shel Olam is tzedek and mishpat. That's what we see from here. That's what we see from on Hashem. That it says that you're going to follow the way of Hashem, doing tzedek and mishpat. So that's the foundation of these principles in the household of Avram Avinu, and that explains his being chosen to be when he's being chosen now to be the forefather of our nation. So this is very telling that the first time the phrase tzedakah mishpat is used is during this pivotal moment during the time when Avraham Avinu was being chosen to be the forefather of our nation. This tzedek and mishpat is clearly a basis of his personal close relationship with Rebbeinu Shalom's personal close relationship with Avraham Avinu, and it's through tzedek and mishpat. We know the pasuk in Yeshaya says, "V'hashiva shofteinu kebaraishona v'yatzenu kivatchila," which is where our bracha gets its source. It's from pasuk in Yeshaya. And over there, Tzion b'mishpati pada v'shaveha b'tzedakah, the pasuk says. So according to what we're saying now, when we're saying as at first and as it was in the beginning, it's not talking about that I'm going to restore the judges. Yeshaya. Now we're not talking about that he's going to restore the judges as it was during the first Beis HaMikdash. It's more than that. The beginning here that we're talking about, the Kebaraishona v'yatzenu kivatchila, the beginning here is talking about the sense of foundation that we had in the beginning, and that's referring to the attributes of Avraham Avinu, which was the basis of our entire religion. So we're talking about that. The Psukim is talking about returning to the attributes that the Jewish people were established on, to go in the path of the Ribbono Shel Olam with tzedek and mishpat. That's the beginning, going all the way back to the beginning of Avram Avinu. When we don't have a just society like this, that's a dysfunctional relationship between the Ribbono Shel Olam and the Jewish people. We say, when we put on our tefillin, ve'irastich li la'olam, ve'irastich li b'tzedek u'b'mishpat. I will be betrothed to you forever. I'll be betrothed to you with righteousness and with justice. But tzedek uva mishpat, righteousness and justice are the ingredients of our bond with the Ribbono Shel Olam that we're expressing here in ve'erastichli. We see it again and again. The bracha is about a just society, but the request for a just society in the way the Chacham set this up is an expression of our yearning to return to this intense relationship which characterized the relationship of the Ribbono Shel Olam with the father of our nation, Avram Avinu. So tzedek v'mishpat is the foundation of what Avraham Avinu became the forefather of our nation. In Yeshaya, it's telling us how Yerushalayim is going to come back to being, how we're going to be able to come back to Yerushalayim. Is v'hashiva shofteinu kebaraishona. Doesn't mean like it was during the Beis HaMikdash. It means how it was in the beginning, how we established our nation. And when we say every day when we put on our tefillin, ve'irastich li la'olam, that bond that we want an eternal bond with the Ribbono Shel Olam, it's going to be through tzedek and mishpat. That is what we're davening for in this bracha.